Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. We broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us is Zawacky, ET Al Ninos. Jovan Burts will be signing a little later. Bitler is in the house, and Jay Briggs. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Bitler, Briggs, Burts, Ninos, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, no day action here in the major sports. Plenty of stuff in the primetime hour here with the NFL game between Chargers, Broncos, 9 from the ice. Let's cross our fingers. Hope they get in this Yankee game. It was definitely, the forecast doesn't look good here with 45% rain and a high percentage of rain here at 7 Eastern, 8 Eastern, 9 Eastern, 10 Eastern. We'll see how this one rolls here. We'll keep an eye on it. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Brian Billy. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, where he does great work up there. Man, what a year Brian is having right now. If you just take a look at the numbers, they've just been on absolute fire. So let's go ahead and bring in Brian Bitler in right now. I think he's ready to roll here. Brian, what's happening?
I'll tell you what, 3-2 yesterday, and my clock was running 5 minutes slow. I looked at my clock. My other clock, it said 6 o'clock. I said, holy crap, I'm running late. So now I'm ready to go here. I think we got a strong card for a Monday, hoping that baseball gets in as well. That's
how baseball gets in. Exactly. Of course, your Philly is looking good coming out this way here. So Southern California should be an interesting series. But we'll get to this one here tonight, 7 Eastern Time. Of course, these really good defensive Panthers on the road here against the Bruins. Minus 140 on the road, total 6.5.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go with the home dog with a little bit of bite here on Monday, the Boston Bruins. Bruins come in 2-0 with wins over the Coyotes and the Capitals. Florida could be the best team in hockey, though, so no easy task here. Florida has wins over the Sabres and Islanders to start the season. Not too crazy about the money movement during the day. I've moved about 10 cents from this morning. Bruins have been a rock-solid home team, 41-18, their last 59 at home. Boston's also owned the Panthers at home, 19-7. And over the last 51 meetings between these two teams, the Boston Bruins have won 36 of those straight up. So for me, I'm going to take a chance here, just a strong lean here to the Boston Bruins on the money line over the Panthers.
All right, we got Brian here on the underdog Bruins plus 115 here against the Panthers. Yeah, both teams looking good off the bat. Of course, Florida a little bit more of the offense, putting up 3.5 goals a game here, and of course the defensive with Boston. Of course, new coach this as well.
Definitely, you're going to take a little while to get some chemistry going on, I think, with this team. But Florida Panthers, definitely more scoring than I'm used to seeing. But I think they're going to definitely be a team to watch. I'm not a fan of any one team, but I kind of root for the Flyers, and they're going to have an uphill battle this year for sure.
Well, just to let you know here, Boston has won, 4 of the past 5 meetings here with the Florida team, and they've won actually the last 2. Last year, they faced off twice in Boston, winning both games.
And for me, I didn't expect the Bruins to knock off the Capitals in that first game. That was kind of a surprise win. I think this hockey season, the Dogs have been barking a little bit, so I'm hoping that it continues. We get a nice little home doggy here.
All right, Bruins plus 115 against the Panthers. So this one to have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Take a look at these numbers here. 1,209 units of profit here over the past 30 days. Now, these numbers are all documented over at Pick Dogs. You can verify those if you go over to Brian's handicapper page over at Pick Dogs. You can check out all the results there, fully documented here, and you can actually go down to his handicapper page, scroll to the bottom, you'll see them there. All right, we've got we got 1 NFL, 1 baseball, 9 hockey on the card. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I'll tell you what, my $15 best bet, my titanium play, 42-23, 65%. That's over the last 65 of them. And this one's in the NFL tonight. So make sure you guys pick up my Monday night titanium play, $15, guaranteed to win, or you get a credit back in your account.
That's right, guys. Get up with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium. NFL and Monday night titanium play up there for you right now. $15 credit guarantee, must win, or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account. That is credit guarantee. Also, Brian with the 10-star NHL Monday money shot up there. A lot of executive info plays here as well. He's got a 3-pack putting together his MLB best bet, NFL and NHL best bets in one package. You can get on board with Brian's Monday Night Pound Zone 3-pack right now. Again, it is horribly priced and credit guarantee. You must turn the profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credit. That is credit guarantee. And of course, here we are on a Monday. Probably a good time to get on board here with Brian's 7-day all sports pass. You get all of Brian's premium plays for 7 days, include all his Major League Baseball playoffs as we hit at the end here of the divisional series, as well as the League Championship Series coming up here starting tomorrow, as well as all of Brian's NFL picks, college football picks, as well as NHL picks. And guess what? NBA begins tomorrow, so take a look at this 7-day off sports pass with all these sports overlapping. A really good time right now to get on. It's really good value right now with the 7-day off sports pass. You could use the promo code 15 off at checkout. That'll save you 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. So get on board with that 7-day off sports pass. Remember, we got NFL here on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. College football here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So there's a lot of action here. Of course, all the NBA, all the hockey, the baseball playoffs. Get that 7-day off sports pass, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great work, top the leaderboards, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
Yeah, I got my NBA loaded in. I'm ready for tomorrow. Exciting start to the basketball season. And I promise Friday I'm going to be on time. I got to fix that clock. Can't be 5 minutes late. Going to get in trouble.
That's right. You got to be on time. All right, Brian, you got it. Talk with you on Friday. Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue here with our coverage. Let's get over to NFL coverage for tonight's game. Jay Briggs will bring it. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Pimp. Catch him at halftime tonight between that Chargers and the Broncos with Mitch here halftime on the Pick Dogs channel on their halftime show. Let's bring in Jay right now. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on tonight, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go. 8:15 Eastern time. Monday Night Football features division rivals as the Chargers here host the Broncos. Chargers now down to 4 here, total 45.5.
Yes, sir. I'm looking at the total, though, here in this one. And if you go back and look, man, the Chargers have been in some high-scoring games, man. They put up 30, 34, 38. No, my bad. 30, 34, 10, 24, and 24. But on the other side, the Denver Broncos, their offense has not been clicking, and they are playing some shutout defense. So something tonight has to give. And honestly, I think it's the Chargers offense. I'm looking at the under here in this game. I think the Broncos coming here. The Broncos have been struggling. As y'all know, I've been telling y'all the Broncos is one of the most overrated teams in the league. Russell Wilson just doesn't look the same. He's never been that great. But their defense is playing lights out. And I definitely think this is going to be the best defense that the Chargers have played thus far this season. So far as probably either the Kansas City or the Jags. And the Jags held them to 10. Here in a division matchup where we know what you guys are trying to do, we see y'all twice a year. I think that the Broncos can really limit what the Chargers got going on offense tonight. The Chargers are still pretty banged up on the offensive line. Herbert's still dealing with the rib injury, although he has been playing through it. I just think we see this game be competitive. I think we see a lot of settling for field goals in the red zone. And like I said, on the other side, the Broncos, their offense has been struggling. Although I do think they get an uptick tonight in offense, I think, like I said, we're settling for a lot of field goals here in this game, a lot of long drives, running the football for the Broncos, trying to play ball control. The Chargers trying to air it out, but it might not be there. I think we fall right underneath this total. I think whichever side you're on, over or under, it's going to be a sweat the whole game. But I just think towards the end of the game, we're going to fall right underneath it. So I like the under here in this game. And we know how the primetime unders have been thus far this season. I just think the better play is to be on the under here.
All right, Jay, here on the Broncos Chargers under total here at 45.5. And for the record, you said this before the season started here about Russell Wilson, because I remember I was kind of pro Geno Smith. You were anti-Russell Wilson. I remember that before the season. So that's very important. No, everybody can pile on now, but he saw this before the season started. Yeah. There's no doubt here. With the disappointing thing here with Wilson here is a third down conversions. That was atrocious last week. I mean, I'll go back and look at these numbers here. They were 0 of 4 in the red zone, 4 of 16 on third down. We know Russell Wilson's playing through some sort of rib injury, which is kind of mysterious. It was he came in for a treatment. After that, not a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole lot of talk there. Again, this is a team averaging 15 points a game, and Justin Herbert is getting the protections. But if you look at his, if you get kind of the advanced stats, his passes have been kind of shorter. Average depth downfield has been considerably lower this year than the past 2 seasons. So not too much downfield pass completions there. Although getting the protection, we'll see what the protection is like today against a better defensive team here with the Broncos. That's the question mark here. And again, I'm not really sold on Jay on this Chargers run game. Was horrible until they faced Cleveland, and that was could just be a one-off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that one. I think it's just a one-off. The Chargers team is a team that wants to drop back 50 times and let it go with Herbert. But against a defense like the Broncos, man, that could lead to a lot of quick 3-and-out drives, a lot of punts. So I think we fall right underneath that total, man. Like you said, they're not establishing the run quite well. And I think the Broncos are going to try to establish the run. I think we see some clock running off. I think we fall right underneath this total.
All right, we're going under the total here with the Broncos and Chargers. This one to have a start time here of 8:15 on ESPN. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. Of course, we do have the NFL game tonight. We also have the game. We hope we have our fingers crossed that they play this game 5 between Guardians and Yankees with rain in the forecast, as well as, I'm not sure if you're not on the ice, but we do have the NBA starting tomorrow, headed to a really good week of action. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir, Tony. All I have up there for tonight is my $20 NFL best bet. It's on the side in this game here tonight. My NFL best bet thus far this season is 12-4. I've been on a nice little roll there on my NFL best bet, so it's a great time to hop on that. We had another winner yesterday with the Los Angeles Rams. I know a lot of people sold their stock on the Rams. I just thought it was a great spot to get right yesterday against Carolina, so another winner yesterday. We won last Thursday as well. I think I've hit like the last 4 or 5 of my $20 NFL best bet. So I got another one up there tonight. That's all I got up there. And like you said, we got NBA starting tomorrow. Can't wait. My best betting sport is the NBA. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited. 2 great games tomorrow. So be sure to hop on this is the perfect time to hop on a long-term package. We got NFL running together, college football, NBA. I still haven't put no hockey plays out there. I'm just trying to get a feel for the landscape, but I promise y'all I'm going to have some hockey here soon. Still got MLB playoffs tonight and moving forward. So best time to hop on a long-term package. You got a lot going on here at Pick Dogs. Pair me up 2-for-1 capper special, man. Go look at the leaderboards, man. There's some guys knocking the cover off the ball like Jovan, or like you just said, Brian, Rod, and Chris going hard as well. Tony's still going hard in baseball. So 2-for-1. Can't go wrong with that. I will be on halftime tonight at this game. Me and Mitch catch us there. And be on the lookout for the NFL show on Wednesday as we go through the whole slate for NFL Week 7. Huge week coming up. Let's smash it. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, ready for it, guys. Got a board here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. NFL best bet on the board right now. Credit guarantee, must win, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account as site credits. That is credit guarantee. Also, again, here we are on a Monday. We've been talking about this 7-day All Sports Pass. All these sports overlap, and a great time to get on board. You get all of Jay's premium plays here for 7 days. Would be his baseball, of course, the football, the NFL, Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. College football, Wednesday through Saturday. Also, the NBA tipping off tomorrow, so that's part of the 7-day All Sports Pass. So a lot of sports overlapping, so get on board there. Use the promo code 15 off at checkout. Will save you 15%. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there, all right? Jay, as always, great having you show. We'll talk with you again tomorrow, but we want to let everybody know that you'll be on halftime tonight between the Chargers and the Broncos with those halftime picks with Mitch.
Yeah, halftime tonight with Mitch. We had a great NFL halftime show last night. If y'all checked it out last night, Mitch was on my Cowboys to come back in it, man. I was on the Eagles to continue stomping us down. I just didn't see it, man, but Mitch was right. He got me last night. So we're going to see how it shake down tonight. Should be a great one. Tune in, man. It's a lot of fun. Everybody in the comments, we have a lot of fun on those shows, so be sure to check us out.
Now check them out, and of course, you can never rule out any in-game baseball betting because you'll be in the competition here with game 5 of this Guardians Yankees. I'm seeing a live picture from New York right now. So far, no rain. It looks dry. No tarp on the field. They have the mound covered, but so far so good there as far as the rain holding off. It is 40% chance and it gets higher throughout the evening. So we'll see how this rolls here in this game. But so far, no
Yeah,
precipitation.
no baseball for me today, but I'm ready to watch this game tonight. I know everybody
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
oh
watching this
yeah.
one,
You got. I was
so
saying
it's
you
gonna
might
be a
have
good
an
one.
in-game. You might give them an in-game play when you get to the halftime show. You never
Yeah, I
know.
might. So check us out tonight. You never know.
You never know. You never know, guys. That's something else to think about there on the halftime show tonight. Should be exciting stuff. All right, Jay, have a great show tonight. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow, man.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru, guys. If you missed our picks, we'll give a recap for here at the end of the show. We're getting a lot of people signing in, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's bring in someone who's been absolutely red hot, and that's Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Some fantastic performance here from Jovan. Let's get him in right now. Jovan, what's happening? Got you on mute there, Jovan.
Funny thing, it didn't show me. It showed that it was on, but yeah, I'm here.
All right.
How are you?
I'm doing great, doing great. Looking forward to the start of the NBA season. I love the sport, love the competition, day and night action here. With all the teams in action. But you're going to be looking here at the season win total for us today.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm looking at New Orleans Pelicans season win total is set at 44.5, and I think it goes over this year. You know, last year was a tale of two seasons and it wrapped up in one for the Pelicans. One without Zion, and the other with after the acquisition of CJ McCollum. They turned things around, made it to the playing game, and then made it to the first round of the Western Conference playoffs with playing Phoenix, and they gave Phoenix a run for their money. Gave them a good scare. I wish they would have knocked them off, to tell you the truth, looking in hindsight, because the Suns, they were destined for great things, and then they couldn't even make it to the Western Conference Finals. So it just goes to show you that things are real fluid in the Western Conference, and there's been a shift with talent going from west to east, and I think they got a shot at going over this total season win total. I'm banking on it. I got my money on it. So we have Zion Williamson. He's coming back. That's a big addition. We already know that. So the hierarchy falls. He's number one, and then I'll give it to Brandon Ingram. He's the number two guy. Real talent right there. He should be able to flourish as a number two as opposed to a number one. And then we got CJ McCollum. He's a perennial number two. And he'll be doing more distributing, but he could score with the best of them, and given his talents, when nights where they need him, they'll get whatever they need from him. So just those three alone, just having that big three, I'll call them a big three. They're dangerous, And then you look at the other two starters. They got Valanciunas and Herb Jones, who showed out as a rookie. Then they got the likes of Jose Alvarado. He's a real defensive pest. So they got talent on here. Devontae Graham, Larry Nance Jr. coming off the bench, guys like that. And like I said, this all really hinges on how the other, the makeup of the other teams in the West. You have a down dog Utah Jazz team. You have a Phoenix Suns team who I think their time is past them. These last two seasons, they were supposed to do something. They made the finals the year before last, and then last year, they wet the bed. You got the defending champs. They are the defending champs. The Golden State Warriors. They're still going to be a powerhouse. So you got Memphis. They're going to be there. But then, who do you have, in the Western Conference? Just off the top of the head, you have Dallas, but I think they're up there with Dallas as far as talent and strength for strength. So this 44.5, I think we'll get there relatively easy.
Yeah, I can't argue that, especially when you got some downtrodden teams this year. I do believe the Jazz is one of those teams that will be near the bottom. Portland's a team that's going the other way. The Spurs are another team that's going the other way. Even though Spurs they missed the playoffs, I think they're going to be worse than they were last year. But I think that's interesting you bring this. When you look at 44.5, you get to 45. 41 and 41 is 582 game schedule. So all you got to do is get to 4 games over 500.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look at it, they were dead in the water pre the McCollum trade. They ended up being 36 and 46. I believe that's what it was. 36 and 46. they skyrocketed,
Yep.
since that, from that trade. So just imagine how bad they were, before that trade. You know what I mean? So I just look at things like that. That was a game changer for them. So I think I think they're gonna make some noise. I think they're at least gonna get to the second round, if not the. I would say I don't know, because once you get to the Western Conference semifinals, then things are up in the air. It depends on the match, who they draw, and things of that nature. So, but this season win total, there's money in the bank as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, 45 and 37 will probably get you around the fifth or sixth seed, so that's not asking a whole lot there. And also, too, don't forget the horrible start they got off to last year. Remember, Ingram was down, the team was getting pounded, right? And it was a horrible start. I don't think people are forgetting the fact that the Pelicans were like the Reds in baseball this year. They were just horrible. I mean, we were just having a hard time getting wins, and they were getting pounded on.
Right, exactly. So people forget that because they skyrocketed, but hey, making that trade when they did, it basically did two things. First, it saved Zion for demanding a trade. That's number one, because remember, there was all the the rumors about him asking out of New Orleans, and will he want to come and play for New Orleans, is just different, different factors. And then as soon as they got McCollum and started winning, lo and behold, he was showing up on the sidelines. He was interested again. You know what I'm saying? And all was well. The future was bright.
He needs to get on the Dwight Howard diet. He needs to get on the Dwight Howard diet. I mean, you got to give your credit to Howard. He realized that he had to lean up. With this pace of play now in the NBA, you have to really have a lean body. It's getting back to the old days, and we're getting back to the old '70s styles when all these guys were really thin. It's getting back to that point because you can't carry that much muscle weight on your ligaments.
But I think he came into shape. He came into camp in shape. I think he did, at least. I'm not too much in tune with it, but I thought I saw a before and after picture of him, like going into camp and looking a little bit leaner. You know what I mean?
Okay,
and not not Pillsbury Doughboy.
Well, maybe I'll never forget Coach K. The first pictures of him coming to camp, he was so pissed. He was so upset that he got out of shape, and that the Pelicans allowed him to. But hey, listen, these guys don't have they're pros. They don't have the same supervision you have in college. You're supposed to teach them to do that on their own without you on their back, right? That's what you're supposed to do when you get people ready for the pros.
Listen, making all those millions, you're supposed to be on LeBron James status. Got your own cook, your own dietitian, your own this, your own that. You're making money hand over fist. So why not pay somebody to run that program for you? You got the trainers, and all that. So you got to eat healthy as well. So.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that in that NBA, no doubt. Pelicans over 44.5 win total, 45 and 37 gets the job done in a 82 game schedule. So again, it's not asking a whole lot. Maybe the 6th seed, if they're lucky, the 5th. I doubt the 7th and 8th seed. You never know if it'll be in the 4th. It's always a logjam. and also, more importantly, Jovan, is they're going to be playing meaningful basketball late in the season.
Exactly. So. Look, the sky's the limit with this team. It all hinges really on Zion and on what he's going to bring forth into the into the season. Whether he's going to stay healthy, that's a big one. Because the injury he had, it was I believe it was a foot injury, right?
Yeah.
Foot. Yeah. So those are kind of tricky. Those injuries are kind of tricky. So it all hinges on that. But I think he'll stay healthy for this season.
Yeah, like a Derrick Rose, a lot of those hop steps do a lot of damage there, especially if you carry a lot of muscle weight or other type of weight. That's an impact there.
Yeah,
Pelicans over 44.5 season win total from Jovan. NBA tips off tomorrow. Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs, a premium here for tonight's action. As you sit in the top of leaderboards here, fantastic work here. 2,425 units of profit for 2022. Top of leaderboards here over the last 30 days. Last 7 days have been outstanding here. We do have that one single game here from the NFL. Baseball as well on the docket. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to get this money with my money bag Monday Night Football Mayhem. Yeah, so it's going to be a hitter today. I ran it up this weekend on the books once again, and just trying to keep it going. So we got a good play for Monday Night Football. And then tomorrow, big day. It's not the full slate, but that's what they do in the NBA. They give you a couple primetime games, and then the Wednesday it will be a full slate of games, and then every night we'll be having plays over on this side. So yeah, yesterday, well, not yesterday, last year, I did pretty good in the NBA. Finished second in the lead on the leaderboards in the NBA. And look at the compound on that and have another successful season. You can match me up on one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 handicap promotional. You can also check out one of my longer term packages: 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. If you've been rocking with me for the past, I would say, October 17th, the last, let's say, 60 to 80 days, you've been making money hand over fist. So, and I'm not letting up on the books. So take it for what it's worth. You made a lot of money. I hope to continue to make more. Continue to rock with me. So it's all here at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get indeed with Jovan Burts. You see the numbers here: 2,425 units of profit for 2022 documented. He is combined for nearly 3,000 units of profit, NFL and college football for this season. Been a fantastic production here from Jovan Burts. So get on board with Jovan right now over at Pick Dogs. Doesn't have a single play up there for you now. A single play here from the NFL is Monday Night Football Mayhem. Get it on board here at credit guarantee right now, $29 from look at top cappers right now here in NFL and college football. Jovan Burts. So get on board right now. Also, the long-term passes. If you're just a football bettor, you may want to consider Jovan's NFL and college football season pass to where he's rolling right now. Nearly 3,000 units of profit combined in both sports. That right now you can get on board. It will include all postseason and playoffs. And of course, if you want to get regular sports, you can also get the entire year sports here from Jovan. But anyway, that NFL and college football season pass available right now. Jovan's running hot. Get it over, like I said, nearly 3,000 units of profit from both sports combined. Verify that by going to Jovan's handicapper page and going down into the pick history. You can see all the plays there, fully documented, graded immediately when they go final. Use the promo code WIN. 15 off. 15 off is the promo code in October. 15 off will get you 15% off. It's $120 off that price right now. And that's a good price. Didn't go up. With Jovan's going, these prices stayed the same. Some guys like to raise them. He's keeping them, not here on Pick Dogs. I'm talking about this out there in the industry. I've been around a long time. I know the kind of games that are played, but not here. The price stays the same here. And of course, we can get a discount for watching the show. It's not really, you don't see this discount code on the site. So for those of you that watch the show, you save money. It's a 15 off there at checkout, and 15% off will save you $120 off Jovan's NFL and college football season pass. So get on board, get signed up. You can access Jovan's page by clicking the link in the description. Then look for the All Cappers tab, click it, and then get signed up. Jovan, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk with you again on Friday, but I know you always contribute to Pick Dogs here with your daily parlay video.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a few last week was a few off days just on the strength of not being enough meat on the bones, not enough on the schedule. I don't do hockey. If anything, I'm just a degenerate on hockey. I'm better. You know what I mean? I don't do it for as a professional handicapper. You know what I mean? So I leave that for the other folks. But yeah, now that basketball's here, I'm with it all. I'll have a parlay every night. You know what I mean? At least a 2-teamer, 2 or 3-teamer. So yes, that this show Mondays and Fridays, I'll free picks, and then on the weekends, on the morning show, I'm giving up free picks. So it's all here.
That's right. Come and get it with Jovan there, where he's running hot. So check him out there over on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications so when Jovan parlay drops, you get it, and you get the best numbers before everyone else sees it and bets it, and then you know what happens there. All right, Jovan, right. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a great night, win, and see you on Friday.
See you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the Drive Thru. Guys, if you miss any of our picks, we will recap it at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We did have a pick from the Broncos Chargers that comes up on the recap. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Next up, El Ninos off to a fantastic start in the NHL. Remember, he was a top unit producer in the NHL last year, off to a great start this year. So let's bring in Al. He's got an NHL pick for you here on the show today. So let's bring in Al Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Al, what's happening?
Going pretty good. How are you, Tom?
Doing great. All right. I appreciate the fact you're still wearing that Dodgers shirt there. So that's a true blue fan there. It looks like they're going to keep Roberts. I don't have a problem with that. Listen, you're missing your two top guns, right? No Bitler, and let's say Gonzalez really wasn't able to give you much. So we'll see how it rolls next year. But anyway, we get to hockey here. A really exciting game here. If you watch that Wild Kings game, was crazy. That was wild on Saturday. But anyway, Avalanche here on the road here facing the Wild. Of course, Avalanche had that get some rest here. They weren't on that back-to-back like they had in that loss. But anyway, Avalanche minus 120, total 6.5.
Yeah, a couple of wild games here for the Wild to start the season. It's been pretty disappointing. Obviously, again, the season started off with 2 losses and another tough matchup, probably the toughest matchup yet, actually, coming up tonight. So look for maybe, I don't know. Anyways, as I said, tough matchup. I'll leave it at that for the sides because we'll be looking at the total here. And, the Wild also going with Filip Gustafsson here in net. So each of their goalies actually allowed 7 goals to start the season. So I don't know which is their best option. I thought it would be Fleury, but he wasn't great in his start either. We saw Colorado obviously go on that great overrun last season. They've got a lot of goal scorers all the way back their defense. They like to play fast and they take their chances, and which also can leave them vulnerable in the back to the other team on some breakaways as well. But usually Colorado would be the faster team up and down the ice. But again, that expect maybe Minnesota to score a couple goals here as well on those breakaways. So what I'll be looking at here is this over. I think both teams score some goals. I think Minnesota's struggles defensively continue here in this matchup especially. And I think they'll figure it out eventually. But again, tough matchup for them tonight. I expect lots of goals and taking this game to go over the total here.
All right, Al Ninos, you're going to go over the total here with the Avalanche and the Wild, and yeah, you're not kidding when you say wild games. I mean, it's getting it's a little concerning here for the Wild here, losing 7-3 to the Rangers here at home, and then losing that home game 7-6 to the Kings. And your shots against aren't like crazy. You're giving up. Kings score 7 and 34 shots. That the Rangers score 35 on. Score 7 on 35 shots. Yeah, that's about 80% goalie percentage, right? Close to, that's what it looks like to me there. But it's not the goaltending, the defense has got to get better, and of course the penalty kill, they've given up 3 goals and 11 penalty kills.
Yeah, and again another dangerous unit here on the power play in Colorado. So again, don't want to be getting in the penalty box too much tonight, but. Also, it's tough when you got a team playing that fast. That's when that'll get you in trouble as well. So yeah, that's gonna be tough for them too. Another thing they got to manage, but another thing I think they might struggle with again tonight. And Gustafsson, as I said, don't think is their best option, and expect a rough one for him tonight again. So yeah. Expecting lots of goals.
Yeah, they've had to kill already 11 power plays in the first 2 games and 6 against the Kings. That's the Kings were just terrible off the start, losing that Kraken, losing to Vegas. And I saw them in the preseason. They weren't that impressive to me at all in the preseason. Avalanche Wild over total of 6.5, and this one will get a start time of 8 Eastern time. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. As I said, a great start here to the NHL season. Remember, Al was the top unit producer in the NHL last year. This year off to a fantastic start. 424 units of profit over at Pick Dogs. That is fully documented over the site. All right, we do have a 9-game card from the NHL beginning here at the top of the hour with that NFL and Major League Baseball playoff game. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I had a 3-pack with my best bet in each sport, but I decided not to put it up actually because I thought the baseball game might get rained out, so I didn't want to throw that in there. So I ended up with just a 3-pack in the MLB. I do have that MLB pick sold separately if you want to take a look at it, and I also got a play on the total end side of the NFL game tonight. So. Long-term pass, definitely a better way to go, and even better yet, try one of those 2-for-1 capper specials.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Al Ninos over at Pick Dogs. Paying 424 units of profit in NHL, fully documented here for this season. So get on board. NHL Monday hat trick Al Ninos put together a 3-pack from this 9-card NHL card tonight. So get on board there. Full credit guarantee. Must win or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account. That is credit guarantee. So MLB Monday Moonshot up there. Also an individual play here from Major League Baseball from Al. Also an action from the NFL as well. Instead of buying all these plays individually, a good time to get on board with Al's 7-day Al Sports Pass. You get all of Al's premium plays for 7 days. NFL here for Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. College football here Wednesday through Saturday, as well as all the NHL coverage that he's been red hot in. NBA begins tomorrow. So a good time to get on board with that 7-day All Sports Pass. And of course, you can use the promo code 15 off at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. Al, it's always great having the show. I just saw that Kemba Walker was released. So maybe will he be headed to the Lakers? The Lakers need help.
Yeah, we need a lot of help. I mean, Kemba, yeah, I'm a fan. You know, I don't think he's the worst player in the league, and probably wouldn't be the worst player on the Lakers either if they did pick him up. But yeah, I think they're gonna need a lot more help than that. But,
yeah, because when you get released, that he'll come cheap, right? Because they'll have to pay the team releasing him eats the contract. So that might be someone else trying to get over to LA. That's usually what LA's got to do. It looks like a rough season for the Lakers. The preseason has not been impressive at all.
No, and it's been a couple rough seasons for the Lakers. So yeah, and I think as I said, it's going to take a while to rebuild now. I personally have not been a fan of the moves they've made lately, and for a while now, not just the most recent ones. But yeah, we'll see. It's usually a great organization, so I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, the Lakers are built like a '90s team, building with old players. That's how the Lakers are built. They're using the 1990 model for 2022. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and that's what the Lakers are doing. Unfortunately, you got to get younger in this league. That's
yeah,
and usually you bring in older players. They want to play with older guys. The generation gap. LeBron in his mid-30s cannot relate to guys in their early 20s or even in their teens. It's tough. Some players can't. Chris Paul can. But
yeah. And that's the thing they've done for a very long time now, is bring in these vets, which, they are important part of any team. But when you're like overpaying guys just to retire, and I don't mean just anyone, obviously, but they've done it with a lot of guys now, a lot of vets, just bringing them in and overpaying them, and that's going to kill your payroll and obviously how you spend money on the younger players as well. So, yeah, it's going to take some time to make up for all those moves, I think, and we'll see how it goes, but I don't think this season is quite it just yet.
Lakers and Warriors. The line here was sitting at 4.5, 5 early about a couple of weeks ago. It's now moved up to 6 and 6.5, and we've seen the Boston line go from 4.5 now to 2.5 and 3. Those were the numbers in the preseason, but now we're starting to see this lines tighten up a little bit. Warriors are gonna have to lay a bundle in this one, but we'll see how it rolls. All right, Al, have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again here tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Tony. Yeah, definitely looking forward to those games tomorrow, and obviously a bigger slate on Wednesday. But it's good to have the NBA back.
Good to have the NBA indeed. All right, Al Ninos here on the drive-thru. All right, guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a recap here at the end of the show. Make sure you stay tuned to that. We'll have a Chargers and Broncos pick for you as well. During the recap, of course, we cover a lot of NBA here on the drive-thru because we're a Monday through Friday show. The football, we get those occasional midweek games, but there's not enough volume to give you NFL picks for the whole show, so we dip into the NBA with a lot of picks here on the NBA, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications here on the drive-thru. Lots of NBA picks coming up here this season, as we had it every season, because again, this is the perfect show here in the time frame here right before tip-off of these games. We'll be tracking injury reports, and we usually get a lot of breaking news information here. We'll keep keeping an eye here on those injury reports as throughout the season, and who will play, who won't play, and make sure you tune in the drive-thru. Let's continue on here on the show, and it's now time to bring in Rod Zawacky. If I'm over at Pick Dogs Premium, does great. He's been great to us here on the show. So let's bring in Rod in right now. Of course, Rod is also part of that morning crew every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's Mitch, it's Chris, and it's Rod. And of course, they're also part of the Puck Dogs. So check out their videos from the NHL every single day. Full card coverage every single day from Rod and Chris in the NHL. Except yesterday, because there was no games yesterday.
There were no games on Sundays.
Yeah.
But for me, I didn't get Monday's videos up there with Chris because I was driving home and I blew a tire on the way home. So
goodness.
So I was stuck on the side of the highway and waiting for AMA to bring me a new tire so I could get back home. So Chris went solo yesterday. Thanks for that, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Solo there on Chris. All right, we got it. All right, here we go. Back to the ice here with Rod here. Full game schedule. Here's the NHL took the day off on Sunday. We're ready to roll here, 7 Eastern time. Top of the hour, Capitals here hosting the Canucks. Capitals minus 135, total of 6.
Yeah, we look at these Canucks team and definitely have nothing. They're young. They're gritty. They're getting things going, and so far what I've seen is they come out of the game starting on fire, and they play great in that first period, and then after that they struggle. The Canucks have struggled on the penalty kill, ranked 29th in the NHL so far on the penalty kill, giving up 55% of their power plays that they give up result in a power play goal against them. So they've been struggling on special teams there, but other than that, the Canucks. Doing Canucks things is what you would expect from a young team. You come out of the gate, all fired up and hot and ready to go, and you skate like snot. And then as the game goes on, it decreases, and the other team just outworks you. They just haven't been able to put that 60-minute game together yet. Here have these Canucks, but in that first period, they've owned it. And then both games that they've played this season, they're 2-0 at the end of the first in both games. And for me, that's just craziness. It's like. They come out hot and out of the gate, just like on their last game they played. They came out 2-0, and they ended up losing to the abysmal Philadelphia Flyers this season. Capitals, not bad. Their first period, 1-1-1 so far this season. So this is what I think here. You got the Canucks, who very embarrassed after that last. They were up 2-0 in that, and then they lose the game to the Philadelphia Flyers. I think they come out here hot again and get themselves a first period win. You look, tough spot for the Capitals. Capitals, fourth game in a 6-night situation. They're 0-6 when that happens. They're also 0-5 following a win. I think the Canucks take advantage here, and they come out hot and they get themselves another first period win. So instead of having to worry about the Canucks choking it or losing it away or giving it away on a power play, take the Canucks in the first period. They come out on fire and get ourselves a nice winner. Canucks, first period.
All right, we got to Rod here on take Canucks to win the first period plus 100. First period money line against Capitals. Remember, a tie would need no bet. So tie is no bet. The Capitals up. You get the plus 100. Yeah, the Canucks, of course, again, starting here on the road with Philly. Interesting here with Edmonton, Philly, and then now here in this one here against Washington. But again, they've had power play chances. That's just 1 of 13 so far to start the season.
Well, just what I said, right? Their special teams have been not good. I think when we talked about them last time, and I said they went 1-8 against the Oilers, and it didn't get any better. They got one, and they got nothing last time out. 0-5 on the power play. So they've been getting their chances. They've been very disciplined and not giving up too many power plays themselves, which is pretty good. They just got to capitalize on their chances. And when you get given 13 power plays, you got to at least get 4 or 5 of those to make a big difference. You got to capitalize on the opportunities that are handed to you on the power play. And I think that's what they do. Eventually, like I said, they're young. They take it a little bit to gel, but first periods, they've just been knocking it out of the park. So that's where we're going to go with this one. Take the Canucks first period.
Yep, take Canucks first period. Capitals just 1 of 11 on the man advantage this year. Rod here, Canucks here, plus 100. The first period, money line against the Capitals. Remember, if it's a tie, it's no bet in this money line play here from Rod. This one to begin here at 7 Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's go over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. Off to a good start in the NHL, as well as tonight, 9-game card from the NHL. We have that football game, as well as the baseball game is now rain delayed. We will not have an 8:07 start, so we'll see how that rolls. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And tonight, over at Pick Dogs Premium, I got my 10-star Monday Night Football blank check. Just what that says. You fill in the check, what you want to win. Love that play. You can scoop it up over at Pick Dogs Premium by itself. Or I've got my NHL Top Shelf Triple, where you can get 3 of my favorite plays in the NHL going on. We're off to a nice winning start in the NHL as well, as you can see here. We had a nice winning week last week, so let's kick off the week. A nice winner. Head on over to Pick Dogs Premium, scoop it up, grab my NHL Triple, and we'll make some money there tonight, along with my Monday Night Football action. Or, better yet, grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day. As we've been all saying, NBA starts back tomorrow, so we know I love NBA as well. So jump aboard. We'll have lots of sports action. Now is the time to get on one of those long-term packages and get all the plays I release for get at least 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, or use that 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair me up with another one of of our hot award-winning cappers that have been on fire. Look at Jovan Burts and football, just been taking the books money and pounding them out. So pair me up with Jovan or Chris or Tony or any one of the other hot cappers you see on the show. Jump aboard, let's make some money. Use that promo code 15 off, and you'll save 15% off all your purchases over at Big Dogs Premium.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Zawacky over at Pick Dogs. From off to a great start in the NHL, coming off a winning year last year in the NHL. And of course, showing great profit over the last 7 days, 227 units of profit. A $15 bookie buster is up there right now from Rod in Game 5 of the ALDS series. So get on board there. Credit guarantee must win, or the amount you purchase is credit back into account. That is what credit guarantee is. And those are all your individual plays. All your one-day passes are credit guaranteed. The longer terms are not, because they're sold already at a discount price. So get on board there. Monday Night Football blank check up there from Rod. Really likes this winner from the Chargers and Broncos tonight. NHL 3-pack as well going off from Rod, who's doing great work in the NHL. Well, again, here we are on a Monday. That 7-day All Sports Pass is a great way to get introduced to Rod's service. So it's the way you see a full 7 days. You'll get all of Rod's plays for 7 days, which would include NFL here on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. We'll say next Monday as well, because he likes to get that pick in for Monday Night Football earlier. So that will include 4 nights of NFL. Also college football Wednesday through Saturday. We got all the baseball playoffs, right? We've got this one playing and games. Yep. We got the game tomorrow out here out west with the Phillies and the Padres, game 1 of NLCS. So we have a lot of baseball coming up. Big game for this week, as well as, of course, the start of the NBA season tomorrow. So again, all these sports overlapping. Great time to get on board here with that 7-day All Sports Pass. Rod's in action in all the major sports. So NHL as well with that 7-day All Sports Pass. Use the promo code 15 off at checkout. You'll save 15% off. And of course, you can add a Rod on a 2-for-1 capper promotion with another capper that's been hot here. Guys like Jovan has been on fire. Big Al McMorty has been hot. James Clark. 2-for-1 capper promotion, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk again tomorrow. And of course, want to remind everybody at that morning show, you, Mitch, and Chris at 10 a.m. each time. Of course, the Puck Dog videos as well.
Yeah, definitely tune in. Join us for the morning show. Also, check out the Puck Dogs video. And also go check out the Puck Dog packages. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's. I know we've shot the videos. They'll be up shortly. So definitely check out tomorrow's videos. And we're going to have the rare play tomorrow, where we're going to have the Puck Dogs triple consensus hat trick.
Wow.
Where, which is very rare. It's very rare. So definitely go check out the Puck Dogs play tomorrow. That me and Chris actually found 3 plays we actually agree on tomorrow. Usually what we do in the Puck Dogs package is Chris puts in his favorite play usually of the day. I put in my favorite play of the day. And then we find a consensus play that we both agree on, where we're like, hey, we really like this play. And tomorrow will be a triple where we really like it. That me and Chris absolutely love those plays. So I'm going to put them in right here after we're done here on the show. So they'll be up shortly for tomorrow's action as well. But also check out today's action, because we're in there as well. We got 3 plays in the Puck Dogs as well.
Puck Dogs.
We love our hockey.
That's right. Love the hockey. Puck Dogs account. That's a video series. It airs every day during the NHL season. Rod and Chris with their videos, and of course they can put their minds together to come up with a consensus. Then they put together picks for that Puck Dogs package over at Pick Dogs Premium. So check it out there with the Puck Dogs account with Chris and of course Rod, and check out their video series. Very popular one with all the video picks from the NHL all season long. All right. Rod, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate everybody. Also, hit that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. Costs you nothing. Helps us out a ton. Appreciate everybody. You have a good night, Tony. And we'll see everybody tomorrow morning. And I'll see you tomorrow afternoon for Drive-Thru on Tuesday.
Drive-Thru on Tuesday, NBA opening night. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for NBA opening night. Getting back to the NBA, player props, all that good stuff. So tune in then. Rod Zawacky here on the Drive-Thru. Guys, if you missed our picks, we'll do a recap at the end of the show. Al Ninos will help me out with that. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the Drive-Thru. Now it's time for my pick, and let's cross our fingers on this one, right? Let's hope it gets it in. Yankees here and the Guardians. The Yankees minus 155. Total sits at 7.5. I'm going to go with the first 5 here. Now I'm going to go here with the Yankees to have the lead after the first 5. Lay the half run, minus 110 here against the Guardians. Mainly going against here Savale. Savale, season-wide numbers haven't been too good, but really what got my attention here with Savale, let me refer to my notes here because I'm going to throw some stats at you guys, is the fact that when you look at Savale on the road, hasn't been too impressive. an ERA of 5.88. I trust Tyon more, at home in this spot, and over his last three starts hasn't been 3 appearances hasn't been too bad. But an ERA of 2.79, goes about 5 1/3 over his last 3. But again, it's really looking at Savali's road form that I'm really concerned about in this one. So I'm going to take the Yankees here. I'm not going to go for the full game. I'm going to the Yankees here to lead after 5, and that return here is -110. And I will tell you this, if they postpone tonight, you'll have to rebet it again. But I will say I would still like it again if they play tomorrow. I mean, I would still like it again. So you could use it tonight or tomorrow in this one, because you will have to rebet it again if the game is postponed. And right now we're looking at rain delayed. And again, as I looked at the forecast in this game, it did not look very promising. Let me go ahead and look it up again here for you guys, because I remember this afternoon I was researching this game a little deep, and I found that there was rain forecasted for like 3 or 4 hours. And that to me signals that maybe a postponement. But again, if this pick rains out and we have the same pitching, I will go again with it again. And they probably would play a day game if that's the case. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Well, I guess I would. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how the schedule. If they're going to play the game Wednesday, they probably would have to go day game tomorrow if that's the case. We're not sure yet. I'm just speculating here. But let's see if I can hit. I had the weather forecast here, so let me see if I can find it for you guys, because the MLB weather, I'll get it. Really gave me. Here we go. MLB weather. Let's see what the forecast calls here in New York for this game. Let's see here. It is, let's see, likely delay. Well, we know it is. Okay, we got, from 8 o'clock Eastern, 60% chance of rain. 9 o'clock Eastern, we got 69% chance of rain. At 10 o'clock Eastern, we got 70% chance of rain. I don't think they're going to get this one in. So I will probably tell you, I'm not speculating. If you make the bet, let me go over hour by hour forecast here. Oh boy, we're looking at heavy rain at 9 Eastern, showers at 8 Eastern, showers at 10 Eastern time, and we're talking 70%, 50% chance. Looks like we got baseball. Looks like we have baseball Tuesday morning. I'm just speculating, guys, but just looking at this forecast, it's not a good forecast. We got sunny skies in New York tomorrow here at 2 Eastern time. But as we look at it right now, it looks pretty bad. So we're looking between first pitch, 64% chance of rain. Not so hot there. Yeah, 50, 60% at start time, 72% at 9 Eastern time, and 56% at 10 Eastern time. And then, of course, in the morning, it looks like overcast skies, clear skies. It's looking like partly sunny skies here, noon Eastern time. Around 2 Eastern time, we're looking at sunny skies from 2 Eastern time to about 6 Eastern time. So my guess, if they don't get it in, it'll be a day game tomorrow. But anyway, I will say this, I still like it tomorrow, if that's the case. So I still like it tomorrow here. Yankees run line, first 5 innings, lay the half run, -110 against the Guardians. This one will be a delayed start. It will not start at 8 Eastern time, so stay tuned with the updates on this one. My guess, it's going to rain out. That's my guess, that we'll have to play it tomorrow. But anyway, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I do have my best bet up there right now from the NFL, from the Chargers and Broncos. $15 premium play. Credit guarantee, must win, or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account. That is credit guarantee. Also have a long-term pass, my 3, 7, and 30-day out sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go over to my Handicapper page, you make that purchase, use the promo code 15 off at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can match me up with another capper over at Pick Dogs with Rod. You can match me up with Big Al. You can match me up with Jovan, who's been hot. You can match me up here with Brian J. Al Ninos. 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's continue on here on the show. Time to recap everything. So let's go ahead and go into the recap. We'll have Al Ninos here. Will help us out here with the recap. Let me check here with what we got here. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So let's get to the picks. Al Ninos to help us out. We started with Brian. Brian liked the Bruins +115 against the Panthers. Jay was on the Broncos Chargers under 45.5. Jovan with the Pelicans season win total over 44.5. We had Al here on the Avalanche Wild over 6.5. We had Zawacky on the Canucks +100 first period money line versus the Capitals. Remember, a tie is no bet. Yours truly, Yankees first 5 innings, lay the half run, -110 against the Guardians. I like it tomorrow. If it's a rain out, even it's probably going to be a day game. I still like it. So you would have to rebet it again. Just remember that. You'd have to rebet it again if there's a rain out tonight. And the likelihood is pretty good here. Looking at the weather forecast here, 8 o'clock, 60%, 9 o'clock, 69%, 10 o'clock, 70%. So we probably will, but we still like it there. But let's go over to Al. Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, sorry, trying to get the latest updates on that weather in New York, and it sounds like the Yankees would like a postponed if it's delayed more than an hour. But again, that's not up to them. So it's a tricky one tonight. Again, I agree with you. I think it's getting postponed because it looks like it's going to rain a little way too late. But I guess we're still waiting and seeing on that one. But back to these picks here, I think I will go with the Bruins. Tough game, but I think there's a little bit of value on them. Again, not an easy game by any means, but I liked a little bit of plus money. They looked pretty good so far with a couple injuries, but again, still a lot of talent there.
Yeah, I'll go with the way the Wild is playing defensively and the Avalanche coming in. I think the Avalanche is licking their chops. I think they're licking their chops. You give up 7 to the Kings, 7-7. Rangers are not a scoring team; they're a defensive team. You give up 7 there. The Kings are a team that's borderline, last team in, the postseason. So
not the Avalanche. Yeah.
Not the Avalanche. You're going up against some quality here. So I think I like the over. And Minnesota will get some of their own because we know when you're an offensive team like the Avalanche, you're going to give up points. You're going to give up goals on the other end. So I like that over there from Al Ninos. He would have probably picked his own pick if he could. I'm just guessing on that one. Anyway, all right. That'll do it here for this edition here. The drive-thru guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers in from Pick Dogs. We'll have picks for you here from Major League Baseball. Remember, we got that Padres and Phillies Game 1 NLCS out west. And that's a late start. They're going to start that at 10 Eastern. I saw a start time at 10 Eastern. I can't believe they're going to piss off the West. They're going to piss off the East Coast and play a game of this magnitude at 10 Eastern. 8:30. It's going to be. I'm showing 8 Eastern Time. Okay, 8 Eastern Time. They adjusted the time here, so they just smartly did that. I saw 10 Eastern Time last night, so you got to be kidding me. So they got it right there, and that will probably mean that if the Yankees have a makeup game, it would be a day game. Obviously, I don't think that because the forecast is pretty good for the daytime, so we may see a day game. So just keep your eyes open there. So guys, again, tomorrow on the drive-thru, we'll have that coverage on that game as well as NBA in action. We do have lots of NHL up there as well. So guys, tune in tomorrow on Tuesday for the drive-thru. Don't forget, always get started every day here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with a morning show. We got Mitch, we got Chris, we got Rod Zawacky. Don't forget all the video series. The new video series for now is the NHL, the Puck Dogs with Chris and with Rod Zawacky. Don't forget Jovan's Parlay of the Day. It's an NBA day tomorrow, so you want to tune in for that one. Also, Ron Romanelli with his rundown, MLB and more. So tune in for that. We also have Brad and Mills with their UFC coverage on the weekends. We have the NFL show with Mitch. We have Big Al McMorty. We have Jay on Wednesdays, and on Thursday it's the college football show with lots of picks on both of those. But on Thursday, it's Mitch, Romanelli, and Chris on that show. So lots going on over at Pick Dogs. Lots of video series here for the fall and winter as we're heading right into the heart of the season here with all these sports overlapping. So make sure you guys tune in there. And of course, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so when our live shows are live, you're live with us so you get the best numbers. And in some cases, like the drive-thru, these games start within minutes. So do that. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew here from tonight. We're going to go ahead and wake up. All right, guys, you guys have a great night. We'll talk